Hey guys, well, yeah, so I finally have my next interview, and she's here right here, and like I said, I've been talking with her a lot, trying to set up this interview for a while, and I can't wait to show everyone, introduce her to everyone in the world, all that stuff. So, but before we do that, we're just gonna get right into it. So stick with me for a bit. We'll be right back. All right. Thank you all for waiting. And so, like I said, I have a very special guest with me today. Yeah, without further ado, here she is. And Flower, why don't you introduce yourself for everyone?
Hello, my name is Jasmine. Um, my Instagram artist names are Galaxy Fiend and Venus Virgo. Flowerbadu is just my Facebook name where I post some of my art at, but I go by Galaxy Fiend and Venus Virgo. Galaxy Fiend for my digital art and Venus Virgo for my paintings. So I do pretty much everything. I sculpt and I do animations. Um, I'm in my third year of college. I'm going to art college, still studying to get my bachelor's in animation. That's pretty much it. And I'm 21 years old.
Wow, you're just a baby then.
Yeah.
So that's cool. All right, awesome. Well, I'm definitely very intrigued about what all the things you just said. Um, Obviously, this being the AMBW channel, we like to interview a lot of people, and for the most part, it focuses on interracial dating and stuff. But I also like talking with individuals from the community, such as yourself, and getting to know them. So I guess my one of my first questions would be to you: what got you interested in art in the first place? Was there like a specific reason or event that sort of caused you to be like, hey, what I mean, this is interesting, or someone inspired you to do it? Like, yeah, what was it?
Yeah, my father when I was 4 years old, but before I even knew that he was an artist, um, I was in kindergarten one day and my teacher was like, everybody draw like a painting of yourself, make a painting of yourself and make it realistic as possible. And so I pretty much just drew myself with like a huge head and a little body, but my teacher was really amazed by it. She was like, wow, like, because it's still like a kid drawing, but it's like, oh, like you really put it together with like the head and, the nose, the features and stuff. And so she was just really amazed. And she was like, I really have to like meet your parents and tell them like you need to go to like art school or something like that or further, do something with your talents. And she did. She met with my parents, and she was just like, yeah, showing them my art and stuff that I did, and she was just like, wow, it's beautiful. Like you guys really need to do something with this. And then it just went on from there. My father started, teaching me how to draw. He had like a whole drawing book. I still have it with all like the superhero characters and from Marvel and DC, all of that. And my first drawing that I drew was Wolverine. He had me like trace it out first to see like how good I was at tracing. And then once I did that, he was like, okay, now just draw it now. And I just drew it while I looked at his drawing. I just replicated it. It went from there. And I just never stopped drawing since.
Oh, that's very interesting. So, are you? I know that you just mentioned, that some of your first art, some of your first illustrations were, of like comic book characters and what. Are you? Would you consider yourself to be a big Marvel head or a DC fan, or are you into
Um,
comics?
yeah, pretty much. I'm making my own actually. I like anime, all of that. Because my dad was really into that. So, in video games, so it kind of just passed on to me. I do all that stuff. So, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting because I just had a comic book artist on here a couple weeks ago, Shireen Morishita or something. I don't know if I'm saying her last name correct, but I don't know if you're familiar with who she is. But yeah, I just did an interview with her, and she's been at that game for a while now. So she does like comic books and whatnot and stuff like that. So it's really nice to hear from you. Speak to another artist in that field, because me personally, I have no talent when it comes to like drawing illustrations. Actually, I know a lot of people, including my one of my good friends. He also went to art school, and so he's been he's quote unquote struggling artist like me, but he's very talented. Also, my sister is very good at drawing. So that's great. That's great. I think it's great that you found your passion. You know what I mean? And it sort of happened, from within, right? Like it sort of got passed
Yeah.
down, from your dad to you. So
Yes.
that's really cool. That's really cool.
Thank
Um, s- yeah. So can you please tell us a little bit more about this comic book that you are, trying to put together?
you. Yeah, definitely. I've been working on it for like 8 years now. I was like in seventh or eighth grade when I started, like my comic book. Um, it's called Space Rats right now, and it's like because I like the realistic style, but like kind of comic book and like anime. So I kind of like morphed it together. And I don't necessarily have like a summary for it now. I've been working on it for years, like with the characters and really trying to get like the team. It's like 8 team members, and like they're just traveling around in space. That's all I can really say for right now. And yeah, they're like going on adventures and all that. That's pretty much how it is. Cause I'm really interested in like space and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, that's great. I mean, I know a lot of people watching will definitely, be very happy to hear that. You know what I mean? Because I think, especially majority of this audience, comprised of, mostly women, right, and like women of color. So I think that that's very, that's a lot of them would be very excited to hear that. But does your comic book, does it contain any sort of like anamorphic, creatures, like, you know what I mean, like talking, how like what's the best example? Like I said, I'm not the biggest comic book fan, but like the Marvel movies is sort of what have gotten me into it. But you know how like there are some movies like comic books like Guardians of the Galaxy, where they have like a talking tree and a talking raccoon. So you have some sort of amorphic talking animals in that. Are there any sort of like talking animals like that in your stories or in your comic?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like cuz I want to explore like in the comic book like um all types of variations of creatures and stuff, and I want it to be like um something that everybody could connect to, you know what I'm saying? Like regardless of what race. I pretty much have like a lot of different species and races of characters and stuff, just representing everybody to make it interesting and for it to be different, like and for everybody to connect to. I actually have like this little character in the main group of the team that's like gonna be like the basic main characters of the story. He's like a little like morph guy, like and he's pink and like he talks a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of the influences from Dragon Ball Z. I forgot the name of the little cloud thing, but yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Oh, that's great. Let me ask you this: sort of like 5 years from now, right? Like, because you're like you said, you're still in school, and you're really really young. Like where do you see yourself? Like realistically, you know what I mean? Like where, as an artist, you know what I mean? Like what do you see yourself doing? What are certain goals that you hope to achieve by then? You know, all that stuff.
Um, I want to get my bachelor's. I've been dreaming of that for a long time. College was a big thing that I wanted to do because a lot of my family members didn't really go to college. So that's one thing. And also, um, being a black woman in the animation field, I feel like that would be a really big thing too. That's something that I really want to accomplish. Because like even right now, like me being in the college that I'm in, there's not many, black women in my field. So It's like a very, very, very few. It's like about four, including me. So it's like, yeah. And I want to make my comic book like very big. I want it to be like a really big thing that like just goes viral. I'm also trying to animate it. That's why I'm studying animation so I can put it on my YouTube channel, which is Venus Virgo. So yeah, that's pretty much my big goals. I want to just have like my own business, pretty much. I'm an entrepreneur, so yeah, my own studio, and yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. And definitely, I personally, as a fellow, struggling artist or whatever, um, I'm a few years older than you, so I have a little bit, sort of more, I guess, real world experience on that. So from that, I can tell you, just no matter what happens, don't give up on your dreams. You know what I mean? Do what you have to do in life, but also do what you want to do. I think it's better to try than to live in regret. You know what I mean? Ultimately, you will face, disappointment, rejection. You know what I mean? You'll make mistakes along the way. But if you persevere and you truly believe in yourself and you're really passionate, like passion, that's kind of all you need. You know what I mean? Just persevere and trust yourself and keep improving and keep growing as an artist, and I think you'll be fine. And of course, doesn't hurt that you're actually talented at what you want to do. So that also matters. It's you don't suck at all. So it's awesome. And we have a couple of comments in here too, that sort of reinforce what I just said. Um, so yeah.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, no problem. But right now, I would like to put on the screen right now some of your works that you sent me. And maybe you could take us through it, and if you want to, you can talk about it. So here we go. Let me try to pull it up right now. Um, let's see. So there, right there, as you can see, is that. Oh, so you did all these, right?
Yes.
It's amazing. So that is. I don't know who the girl on the left is, but I think that's Aaliyah and Lauren Hill, if I'm not mistaken, on the top, right?
Yeah, that's Erica Badu on the left.
Erica Badu. Okay, great, great. Well, and it's just Nicki Minaj right there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, everyone! Look at this. Like she is insanely fucking talented. Sorry, she's
Thank you.
insanely talented. Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
She's a.
that's when I first started digital art. Like
Mm,
I first started digital art once I got into college, so I've been doing it for like 3 years now. So, and that was when I had a mouse before I had got my tablet. So I was like
wow!
drawing with a mouse.
Holy
That's
shit!
really hard for an artist doing digital art.
Yeah, this is amazing. I can't even draw, like stick figures to save my life. I don't know how you guys do it. How uh, you know, artists, illustrators. Amazing, amazing. And this is keep in mind, guys. This is literally the first picture. It's only the first photo that she sent me. There's a lot more, so we'll keep going. Especially the Nicki Minaj. It's just like, and the level of detail, especially in Lauren Hill's face, is fucking amazing. Like the fact that I was able to tell who that was right away
Thank
is a testament to your work as an artist. It's amazing.
you.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so here we go. So that was another picture drawing that you did.
Yes, that
Okay.
was my first drawing I did with my tablet, so you can kind of
Okay.
see the difference a little bit. Yeah.
That is amazing. These are amazing. That's really cool. It's
Thank you.
you. It's you. This is you right here. Yeah. How did you? I just like look at all those colors and the fact that the fact that you did that without sort of mixing the colors, so that it just mutes them all out, like is very good. I
Yeah, I
think.
don't know how I did that either. Like I was like trying to go for like an abstract look because I didn't too much do abstract back then. So I'm like, I want to do something different. Like I'm already good at like the realistic approach of art. So I'm like, I want to do something a little bit different.
Mhm.
And the colors, I was just like, I want to make it really vibrant and um I don't know, it just came together and I was kind of like in a different space at that
Hmm.
time mentally too. So I just wanted to just like draw something that just.
This, yeah, you are good. You are very good, and the fact that you're only 21, I mean, like, incredible, incredible.
Thank you.
Um, these are really cool too. These are
Those
very.
are my favorite.
Is it your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about them?
Well, um, the one on the left, I drew that one first. Yeah, I drew that one first. And they're both me. I don't know, most people can't really tell they're both me. So I'm really like just drawing like how I feel my inner essence is as a human being on a spiritual level and everything. Like so that's why those are my favorite. Um and yeah, I never made any big paintings like those. I was like doing like a lot of paintings on canvas paper. So once I started getting like huge stretch canvas boards, I started just going crazy with all the paintings. Like
I can see that. It's amazing.
yeah,
See, everybody, you
they're
have fans.
huge in
Exactly.
person.
No, that's amazing. The fact, I mean, if I tried to draw myself, it would probably look really bad. It would not even look a third as good as that. But you have some fans already, so beautiful artwork. Amazing, amazing, absolutely. So that's very cool. That's very cool. Okay, so let's go to the next one, and here we go. Here's more. These different images that you've done. These are incredible. My God, look at this one.
That
Oh my
was
God.
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Oh my God.
And the bottom one on the right side is Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Yeah.
No, regardless of what I think of her as an artist or as a human being, I think you did an amazing job drawing her.
Yeah,
Uh,
same. I feel you on that.
but
Yeah.
but this is very cool. I mean, I wish I could just way I could blow these up, and put them. But this is probably my favorite one right here. I just like the fact, like, I think, you know what, I think you too. I'm gonna say this right now. Like I said, I'm friends with artists and stuff like that, and I pretty much grew up around them. Um, but one thing that I think artists have that a lot of non-artists don't necessarily have is intuition in terms of how to I mean, what colors to use in order to contrast each other. You know what I mean? To sort of complement and contrast each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that you can't necessarily articulate, but it's something that and it's intuition.
Yeah.
And so I think with that, I think you did an amazing job with this one right here with the Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, because you know what I mean. Like, anyone else would have might have
Yeah.
used different colors like red and white or black and blue, but you use the correct colors and it pops just like that. The green and the blue, that's incredible. That is amazing.
Yes, that's
Uh,
one thing about me. I love colors. Like even my
mhm.
other artist friends, they're like, "You just love color. Like your art is like loud." Like
Oh, this is amazing. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than it's just very well done. Um,
thank
this one, this one is cool too. This one's amazing. I like the eyes, and I like the use of the stars on her clothes or whatever, the
you. Me
dress.
too.
It's
Yeah.
really
I
cool.
just made that one.
And you did all of these.
Yes.
God, I
I
mean, look
just
at this
made
one.
all those.
Look at everybody. Look at this is fucking incredible. This reminds you when because I live in used to live in downtown LA and stuff, and like every time I pass by, there's so much artwork and graffiti and whatnot, and so it's so beautiful, and this just reminds you of that. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this one right here on the left, and then this one is just this one's amazing. It is incredible. That's really cool too. I like these. I mean, it's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, some of them is Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I can see that. Is that from the Chun Li video?
Yup. And
Yeah.
Naruto fan art and Avatar, yeah, Avatar the last Airbender fan art.
I like that movie, by the way. I don't give a fuck what any people say. I like that movie. I don't like the show. That's a hot
Yeah.
take, and I know literally everyone's going to try to cancel me for saying that, but I don't care because I like the movie. Probably the only
The-
one.
you like the movie better than the show?
Yeah, I'm not a big anime fan, and I'm probably like the only Asian on the planet who doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow.
this is very cool.
See.
So I had a question too, like your comic book, right? Like since I'm seeing sort of these different styles that you have for drawing, which would you say sort of fits? What style would you say that we've seen so far fits that type of style that you're going for your comic book?
Yeah, I was definitely trying to find that for a while, especially just my style in general. I would say it would be kind of like a mixture. I'm still working on it. Like I like to try a lot of different things. So there is like a lot of different styles, like you said. And I'm just trying to like morph it together. But like I have a few drawings of all the characters and stuff. But I would kind of like just draw it digitally how I drew it on the paper. So it's like it's something like that, but yeah, it's kind of different though. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I was mute the whole. Yeah, no, I was saying that this is my favorite picture right here, the one that J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, and I do like just judging from this, like I said, you should definitely pursue art and like just full time, like long term. You should pursue it. Just don't give it up because you're very talented, and it would be a waste of your talent if you didn't pursue it. So keep doing what you're doing. That's incredible. This is fun. It's cool. Incredible. You did these. That's really cool. It's very
Thank
awesome. What was this one? What is that from Avatar or the James Cameron movie or what is that?
you. No, that's like me inspired.
Hmm.
I have like a lot of paintings of me.
This is amazing.
The one
This
at
is
the bottom is an Instagrammer. I had tagged her and she
hmm,
liked it. I can't remember her name, but yeah.
this is amazing. Well, I want to go to this one because look at that. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, that's Beyonce in the middle, and at the bottom is Nicki.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought it was J Lo at first, and then I looked closer. I was like, oh no, that's
Everybody
not her.
says that. Everybody says that. I'm like J Lo.
I think J Lo has stronger features. I think Beyonce is more. Her face is a little bit like more. I don't know, slim. I guess if that. I don't know. Like I think J Lo has,
Yeah,
yeah, like I said, bigger features, but no, that's very very good. Those are
thank
amazing. Those are very good. Who is that one?
I
The
can't
one on
remember
the
her
top.
name, but on the top of my head, but she's from the band. Dang, why I forget? She's from a rock band. I can't remember. One of her songs is "When It Rains," and
Oh, Shirley
that's where I
Manson.
got inspired from.
Is this
Huh?
Shirley Manson from Garbage?
Yeah, from Garbage. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's her name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shirley
Yep.
Manson.
Yep. Her. Yeah.
That's really
I got
cool.
inspired from the video. I love her.
Well, I mean, god damn. Again, I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but this is incredible. Look at that. Like this, yeah. This is amazing. This is amazing. So let's see. And you already answered this question though, right? You said it was your father that inspired you.
Yes,
So
definitely. And I'm basically like doing it for him too with my art because he didn't keep going with his art, unfortunately. So
mm,
and he inspires me every day to keep going. So
I mean, this is. I'm not lying when I say this. This is all you. This is all your work that you've done. This is incredible. Like, just,
yes,
I hope that you buy at least a few hard drives. So you can save all your work to each one because you don't
yeah.
ever want to lose these. These are very, very, very good.
Yeah, I already lost a few and
Oh
I
man.
was upset, but I'm like, well, I'm just gonna make better ones. So
Well, that's incredible, guys. I know we spent about 10 minutes covering that, but I think it was well worth it. So yeah, I think what you've done is amazing. All that stuff. So I would also like to pivot now to sort of ask you a couple questions that are more sort of, I guess, AMBW slash dating related. Obviously, it being the AMBW channel, that's sort of what we're mostly about here. Um, so I was wondering if you wouldn't mind. So actually, yeah, I had a question that could tie back in your art. Have you ever found that, like, as an artist or whatever, just like as a person first, and then slash artist or whatever second, do you ever find yourself being inspired by, like your experiences, with like dating or like coping with like a breakup or anything like that? Do you ever feel like you kind of that it's cathartic for you? You know what I mean? To sort of draw afterwards, or because like I said, I had one of my good friends after he went through a really bad breakup. That's sort of what got him back on his feet. Is he was able to channel that all that emotion into art, and that's sort of what got him started. So is that the same for you?
yes, definitely. Actually, going back to my comic book and because I have like a lot of stories. I've written like a lot of stories, about like 13 maybe to 20 something stories so far, and a lot of them is inspired by just a lot of things I went through in my life, and especially with relationships, because I definitely wanted to focus on like relationships, and not as like a main thing, of course. Of course, it's going to be like action and stuff, but I felt like relationships should definitely be a part of my stories and stuff, because I feel like that's a big thing in everybody's life. And I remember I used to watch like um a few animes and cartoons and stuff, and um superhero shows and stuff, and I'm just like, why don't they put these two characters together, like, um and I don't know, I feel like sometimes uh, a lot of animators and stuff, like they don't necessarily like build the relationships between their main characters, like in a way for everybody to understand how they got together and stuff. So, and just go more like deeper into it with like teaching lessons through the stories. I'm pretty big on that too. Like I like really deep meaningful stories from shows. So yeah, that's a big thing for a lot of my shows I'm making. Um, but yeah, back to your question. Yes, like I um I'm influenced a lot by like relationships and stuff like that. Even when it comes to like family members, like all of that, like it all fuels me to like just get back into my craft. And I feel like going through like stuff like that, especially like really intimate relationships with your significant other, it really opens up like a really deep, intimate side of you that is really for art. Because I feel like that's pretty much what art is. Like it's really deep. Well, at least for me, I feel like. So yeah, and I listen to my music, and I listen to a lot of rock, so that'll like really get me really deep into it. As far as rap, I like um older rap music, some music today, and yeah, I use a lot of that, listening to that, and yeah, just just painting and stuff. Yeah, it all just fuels me emotionally, and I'm just painting, and like I get influence from the music. So yeah.
Okay. That's really cool. I think a lot of artists are sort of inspired by, I think in general artists are kind of emotional people. Um,
Yeah.
and so, but I mean, I like both. I mean, I like the human side or whatever, of like dating and getting to know someone, and then also like sort of just being in my own space and being very introverted, but also being focused on art. Because I feel like artists in general, I mean, like sometimes we can be kind of like we're kind of like the outsiders. You know what I mean? Like we do
Yeah,
the kind of
definitely.
unpopular thing. Um, but yeah, at the same time, I feel like yeah, it's and like I said, I think you're very talented at what you do. And I do hope that you do continue it, for the foreseeable future.
Yes,
So I
definitely.
have, yeah, so I had a couple more questions, and then we'll wrap this interview up. But um, so I think okay, you and I met, as in most cases with most people, we met on Facebook, and I'm not sure if met you in one of the AMBW groups or not. But do you have any sort of interest in that or any experience in that? Have you sort of, dated outside your race before? Have you ever, dated, like Asian men before? Or
Um, I've talked to people out of my race, but actually, like, seriously getting into a relationship, no. I've only like basically haven't have had serious relationships with my own race, basically. Um, it's not because I don't want to, because I feel like all races are, okay, it's fine. Like, it's just I never just had the experience just happen to me. And plus, I'm the type of person with relationships, like, I don't necessarily just go out looking for it. And I'm used to like people just coming to me, kind of. Yeah. So,
okay, um, and don't get this next question twisted at all. But are you currently in a relationship? Are you dating anyone?
yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I hope that that relationship is going well for you, and also hope that it can also sort of inspire you, artistically and creatively.
It
You know what I mean?
definitely does.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's I think for us, artists, that's very important. You know what I mean? That's another sort of criteria that we all have. When we're looking for a partner or whatever. Is that they sort of inspire us. You know what I mean? And emotionally and also artistically and creatively. I think that's very important. Um, so yeah, I would love to try and put you in touch with what's her name, Shayreen. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correctly, but I will try to do that because I feel like there's a lot you could ask her and get advice on, because I feel like she does understand sort of that the business side of it, because she's been in the game for a while now. And but I feel like you are very, very talented, and I feel like that's why you should talk to her, because it's important to get that perspective. Also, it's not just creative. There's also it's a very big you know business side of things that a lot of artists don't really understand, especially just coming out of college right away. So I think I think it'll be good. I think it'll be really good for you. So
Yeah,
I
definitely.
will definitely try to set that up. Um,
Yes, thank you.
yeah. No problem. Well, you know what? We're gonna wrap this interview up, but I do want to say that it was a pleasure interviewing you. I do. It's. I think you might be. No, you're like the third or so artist that I've interviewed for this channel. But I just had a couple. Last question. Have you ever done commissions before for people?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
One of the slides you showed of my art, that was a commission. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and I guess going forward, everyone who's watching this is going to see that probably my videos get a good number of views. So, if anyone is interested in contacting you, possibly for, or interested in like hiring you, your services or anything like that, commissioning you, how can people get in touch with you for that?
Just look up Galaxy Fiend. I don't know if anybody can see my tag in the corner on the left side, but yeah, that's how you spell Galaxy Fiend. And just look it up on Instagram or just search it up on online, and you'll just see all my accounts.
Okay.
But mainly Instagram.
Okay.
That's where I get my commissions from. So
Well, why don't I tell you this? After this interview is done, why don't you message me all your links and your profiles and social media handles, all that stuff, and I will post that in the description of this video, so people can, if they're interested, they can reach out to you and stuff.
definitely.
Um, well, let's see. So I guess that's pretty much it. Well, one more question, then we'll stop. So, um, like I said, you're very young. You're literally in that phase of life where you're still in school, which is not a bad thing, by the way. I think, like I said before in many interviews, school is awesome. It's way better than the real world. If I were you, I would just find a way to stay there forever. Probably not realistically possible, but that's just my point of view. I like school more than the real world, but um, if you could offer any advice to any aspiring artists, right? People who don't necessarily have all the experience and that you have, what would be some of your advice to them?
I would definitely say to keep going with what you're doing, because I feel like I kind of feel like artists kind of get taken advantage of, like visual artists and stuff. Probably every artist, you know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking from visual artists because I'm a visual artist, and I feel like a lot of times people will try to be like, um, try to kind of make you feel like you should lower your price, and you should never lower the price of your art at all. Because I've definitely learned that it doesn't really matter what you price your art as, you know what I'm saying? People will definitely buy it. You just have to find the right audience, basically. Um, yeah, I'm really big on never giving up. Yeah, just never give up. Because
Okay.
I've kept going this long, so I've been
Yeah,
drawing since I was 4. So
and like I said, you have a lot of years ahead of you. Just like I said, do not get discouraged. It's okay to take a break sometimes. Real life can be kind of heavy sometimes. So it's okay to take a break, but in my experience, never say never. So even when you say, "Oh, I'm never going to do this again," or "I'm never going to pick up another paintbrush or whatever again," don't, because eventually, inevitably, you'll find yourself going back to it over and over again. So I would just say, just stick with it. Just be true to who you are, and continue to grow and learn and evolve as an artist, because you have something that a lot of people don't have necessarily. And I'm not trying to start beef or drama or anything like that, but you do, you have, not everyone, you know the art business is not for everyone, meaning that not everyone is has the talent, right, that you need. um, so I would say, don't waste it. Just keep doing your thing, do what you got to do, but also do what you want to do. you know it's really important that you do not waste your talent, because you have a lot of it. All right, guys, well, that brings us to the close of this interview. But I hope that if you made it this far, you can like the stream. Oh yeah, sorry. But right now, like the stream, like the hell out of it. Like this video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, comment down below, everything like that. You want to get in touch with her, I will post her contact information in the video description below, and etc. Keep watching my content. I appreciate it for the support. Um, Flower, I know that's not your real name, but I call you that because I'm used to it.
it's good.
Is there anything else you want to add, or you good?
I just want to say thank you a lot for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
No, no, no problem. You are always welcome to come back on the channel and share your work. Actually, I would love for that. So when you have more work to share, especially with comic book, I'd love to bring you back on. We can share that, because I'm very interested in that, and I know a lot of people will be interested in that as well. So,
Definitely.
all right, y'all, everyone, thank you for watching this video, and yeah, we will see you on the next one. So, bye bye.